Set for tip-off here at the Lion Foundation Arena in Dunedin. Nuggets Hawks. Second game of the two-game series. Nuggets got it done up there, up in Taradale. What's your prediction, Carl Dickel?
Hard to go past the Nuggets.
7-0.
7-0, very hard to beat.
7-0, very hard to beat here at home.
Very hard to beat on the road too.
Nice start from the Hawks. So, Carl, how do you think they're going to stop your son? Dishing out dimes, up there in the rebound stats, the works. You think he's the key?
I think the whole lot of them have got to play really well. And rebounding's obviously going to be a big key, both teams.
I noticed in the stats, basically, Benny Anthony, Antoine Tisby and Akeem Wright, three of them right up the top there in the rebounding stats.
Sure are. Penetration there from the Hawks, and that's what they've got to be stopping early on. I think the Hawks are very likely to sag back and make the Nuggets shoot from outside. Hasn't been their strong point this year, apart from one game from Anton.
Yeah, no, that was a special night. That 7 and 9 from the three-point line.
Yes, and I think we can expect to see a lot of zone against the Nuggets this year, not only in this game, but all the way through.
Nice early lead here. Extended pressure. Little 1-2-1-1 trap there. Buckroll for three. He's come on really well. He's obviously been a starter in the last few years, and now he's playing off the bench while playing as a starter with a whole bunch of players around him. So a lot of experience and starting well.
Yeah, he's been a key for them in all the games so far this year, and he's carried it on tonight.
Impressive matchup there, Winatana and Akeem Wright.
Yes, and that will be a key to who does really well in the game. The Nuggets are used to forcing turnovers. Almost saw one then. And shots like that are definitely not going to help the Nuggets.
Yeah, well, defense has been the key, holding teams around 76 points per game. And it's not like it's a one-off flash.
Passing the ball from side to side and penetration early in the game is a key to being successful.
Well, Brian Green's certainly lighting up. Starting the game 6 points early. He's obviously one of the top scorers in the league.
Yeah, definitely. But the key thing is, early on, to stop penetration and make sure that you don't get fouls called against you. And the Nuggets have done very well in that area so far. No fouls so far.
Yes. Nice, easy little down screen there, just coming high. Pretty easy for Winatana. 10-5.
Ricky Buckroll keeping them in it again, and he will definitely have to keep doing that to keep the Nuggets right in there.
Well, it's interesting. You hear a lot about, Tisby, Akeem Wright, BJ Anthony, and Mark Dickel. But there's Ricky Buckroll again early in the game, 6 points.
Absolutely, and it's very important that those role players keep the Nuggets back in the game. Unfortunately, Akeem there being charged with a foul. Pretty tough call. It looked like Pora was there just pushing his way through.
Well, they got the most experienced NBL referee out there. 226th game.
Hard to argue with that.
Nice hometown call there from Nick Naylor.
Thank goodness. Let's keep plenty of those coming for the rest of the game.
I'm not sure which camp I'm sitting on. Played a couple of years with the Hawks, obviously, and about 4 years with the Nuggets. So got a foot in each camp. But I think my pick would be the Nuggets if I was putting money on it.
I think you'd be a silly man not to put money on the Nuggets, especially with shots like that going down.
Yeah, well, that's going to get a crowd into it, but straight back at them with the tip there.
Darko's the Nuggets defence very porous at this stage. They're going to have to clamp down on that, but only one foul. I think it's very important at this stage of the game not to get fouls called against you, but to penetrate in there and try and get fouls called on the opposition.
Yeah, it's a key at the start of the game. Only 4 minutes into it. Already 2 fouls on the visitors. Or is that the Nuggets? No, 2 fouls on the Nuggets, none on the visitors. So, but I think the Nuggets have been getting inside more.
Yeah, I think Coach Arledge will be looking for the Nuggets to move their feet and make it a little harder for them to just take those uncontested outside shots. And layups like that are definitely not going to help.
Well, this will be interesting to see who this one's on. And an athletic move down baseline, staying in the air, the double pump. Well, they're sharing them around at least.
Thank goodness for that.
And Hayden Allen enters the game. Ex-Kings, Dunedin boy through and through. Great basketball family. Back with the Nuggets after what, maybe 7, 8 years, even longer.
Absolutely, but a Dunedin man through and through.
Akeem with his first 3-point of the night. Tisby comes up with a steal. Allen for 3.
Hayden Allen brings the crowd alive, and Dunedin Ed Gasady.
Great contest down low. Winatana with hands up, knew he was fouling, but he was stopping the break first and foremost.
Yeah. They call that a European foul, because that's what they do in Europe to stop the break. They just foul the person with the ball.
Are we seeing Tabs packed in defense here from the Hawks?
Yeah, they're just making the Nuggets shoot from outside and trying to stop penetration.
And it's working for them so far. 2-point lead early in the game.
Yes, and I think the Nuggets can look forward to plenty more of that right throughout. But I mean, they do have the all-round players, provided they're prepared to be patient and try and get the ball inside first rather than just flacking up that outside shot. You'll notice Brendan Polyblank in the game, number 11 for the Nuggets. It's a great pass from Mark and a foul on Hayden Allen. Hayden Allen is making his presence felt very early in the game. And this looks like being a very close game at this stage.
What's set up to be, we know the Hawks are really playing for their lives. You know, 2-4 in the league. And obviously trying to make those playoff positions. The Nuggets 7-0, looking good. And of course the Hawks go to Southland tomorrow. which would be another tough one.
Yeah, could be termed the doomsday double. I know at one stage in Australia, when you had to play in Cairns and Townsville in 2 nights, that was called the doomsday double. And with the strength of the Nuggets and the Southern team right now, this could indeed be called the doomsday double. But the Hawks have shot incredibly well so far. And they're just keeping the Nuggets at bay with their high percentage shooting.
You're right, Coach. They're 5 of 9 from the floor and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. So percentage-wise, they're going well. I think the Nuggets got a lot more shots. .344 to go in the first quarter, 17-15. Off the shot clock running down, Sparky puts up a long one. Tiz comes up with a rebound and gets fouled going back up.
There you see the importance, and this will be a telling factor later in the game, of second shots. All the coaches know, and everybody knows, that the game is won or lost on the generally close games in the rebounding stats, and that second shot and actually drawing a foul as well and 1 point really helps the Nuggets' cause.
Well, the Nuggets have got plenty of players in that rebounding stat on top of the league. Even Mark's up there. Dragging in about 6-7 rebounds a game, so great for a point guard to be sweeping the boards.
Yeah, quite often now the ball comes off. There's a lot of tip ball. That means because the contest for the ball is so great, a lot of the ball lands where the old dotted D used to be, and people that are around there can get a lot of rebounds. Great
Shot from the nice catch and shoot from Evrard. Oh, straight back at you, Anton Tisby. Oh, it's Akeem Wright, sorry.
It's a matter, we've got to get out on them and make them put the ball on the ground and make them make a few decisions right now. Too many easy shots being allowed by the Nuggets. Fairly early in the day, yeah.
Oh. That's an ACL breaker there. Tiz is back on his feet. Polyblank. .234 left to go. The Hawks up by 2 with the dunk. No, taken out. Mark Dickel, quick hands on the base there. What do you say to big men when they're taking the ball to the hoop?
Try and keep the ball up high or else you won't have it. Brendan Polyblank, very unlucky down the other end there. I thought he got pushed well and truly almost out of court.
Nice rebound there from Tiz, from Akeem Wright, getting those two mixed up. Oh. Bartlett again. Oh my God, banked it. Did he call it, Coach?
No, I didn't call it, but he's a good player and he deserves a break every now and again. And, you know, he's done very well in the Australian League, and that was so far out it went in.
Those heartbreakers you don't want at the end of the game, though, playing defence.
Definitely not.
Polyblank comes up with a tip out. Packing it in, though.
You can see that the Napier team are just standing back and actually watching, and right now the Nuggets are not really getting the ball going side to side, and they're not really penetrating. They're not really doing anything, and that's making it much easier for the team from Napier.
I think they're probably living on second shots at the moment. They're certainly not getting much out of their original possession. We'll see the 6 of 17 from the floor. Shooting 35%. So obviously packed in tonight might be the key.
Yeah, and the Nuggets are going to get a lot more of that. I'm absolutely certain, because teams know that playing the Nuggets very tight man-to-man, teams are going to lay up against them. They're going to lay up against a lot of teams.
Yeah, the Nuggets don't seem to have much movement, but there we go. You don't need movement when you can shoot from there.
Absolutely. 2 out of 3 for Hayden Allen, and he's been doing that for many a year, and he's very capable of doing that regularly.
Just a bit of end-to-end stuff. Nice job, Jimmy Ross there.
Yeah, good.
Slowing down the break.
Good rebound, and Hayden just missing the layup. Nice ball movement from the Hawks.
Get out.
That's a foul, uncalled. What are those 3 doing?
Oh, missed another one. Nuggets will get the last possession. 6 seconds to go.
I said Hayden Allen's been doing it for years, and he'll keep on doing it. And just a great lift at the end of the quarter for the Otago Nuggets from Hayden Allen, the hometown boy.
Yeah, the Oceania Gold Nuggets, they be pretty happy coming out on top in that quarter, I think. In reality, not shooting the ball very well. Hit a couple down the stretch and right back in it. Leading by 1. Tad Baldwin, what would he be saying to his troops?
I think he'll be saying more of the same. I think the Nuggets are quite tentative defensively. So far this year, defensively, they have been proactive. In that first quarter, they were anything but proactive as far as the defense goes. Way too many easy passes and uncontested shots. I think they've got to move their feet. They've got to show more intensity. And if they can make them miss rather than just standing back and hoping that they miss, the Nuggets will be very much better off.
Well, the HBS Bank Hawks gave up 4 offensive rebounds to the Nugs. I haven't got second chance points here, but it's 2 apiece on second chance, but it seems like they're more than that to me. I think Arledge will be pretty happy with coming out of that quarter with a 1-point lead, really, when they didn't shoot the ball that well.
Well done to Winston Ward, winning the iPod Shuffle from Dunedin's Golden Centre Ball, and all 3 of them as well with mini basketballs, thanks to Basketball Otago. Good skills, boys, good skills.
Back here about to start at the second quarter, Lion Foundation Arena. Home of the Nuggets, Oceania Gold Nuggets. And hasn't that been a great sponsor for this town, Oceania Gold?
Oceania Gold have been absolutely brilliant. The other sponsors have done a fantastic job too, and they've made the Nuggets exactly what they are this year. Without sponsorship, there's not very much you can do. You can't afford to get good players, and it's the depth that Otago have got. Like, without Mark on the court, there's still James Ross is very capable and can't be taken lightly. And having the Hayden Allen makes a heck of a difference, because he is a real firecracker. He's likely to go off at any time and hit 3 or 4 shots in a row, which can just blow a game open.
Well, the HBS Hawks is a similar team with obviously a few changes in terms of coaching staff. Tab coming in instead of Paulie. And they've had some great support over the years. I remember when I was there, it was fantastic. And obviously HBS doing a good job with them as well.
Yeah, tough turnover there, but, you know, it was very positive in that if it had been completed, we had another dunk. So we just go back to more of the same, and we just have to try and make them miss a few shots, just like that. And that was another uncontested shot, which I didn't like, but the Nuggets got the benefit of it.
I guess they're sort of letting Aidan Daly shoot the basketball, maybe.
I think that's right. And you'll notice there a good pass from James Ross, and once again, it's for all you people watching the game out there, it's very important that early in the quarter you try and get fouls on the opposition. This enables you to be spending some time at the foul lane, and also it enables you to dictate the momentum of the game. So important for teams to get fouls on the opposition early in the quarters. One more shot.
Another one, which is always a battle. He's just trying to get rebound position, you know?
No, it wasn't the guy that put rebound position. It was the guy that was going to box him out. He was over way too soon.
That was a good part of the fun part of the game back when I was playing, the battle for the boards.
I think that will dictate finally who wins this. I think if we can out-rebound them or they can out-rebound us, that'll go a long way to winning.
Brewster for three. Nope. Wow. Athleticism. First from Benny Anthony to retrieve that, and Hayden Allen getting on the end of it. Picks up the foul from Aidan Daly. That's too early on in the quarter, and as you say, 8:27, only a minute 30 gone in the second. 2 fouls up already.
Sometimes you're better to be lucky than clever, and that was one of them.
Tough shot from Tisby.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I've been able to go and see their practices this week. He's a high percentage shooter from there. You know, once again, the Nuggets were patient, got the ball going from side to side, and that's really a part of being successful, is keeping possession of the ball and making the offense defend for long periods of time, just like that. You know, once again, they had it for a long period of time. Great dime from Mark Dickel.
Great dime, great finish. Looking smooth. Nuggets taking a 6-point lead. 2:30 gone. And I tell you, one of the things I'd be scared of, well, not scared, but concerned about, is Tisby's doing a great job in the import. Cohadarevic. And there it is. 5 early points straight in a row, uncontested. And, well, 7. And Coach Baldwin needs a timeout.
Yeah, if Darko is going to allow Tisby to get in that close to the hoop, it's going to be a long night for him. A really nice bounce pass in there to him, but just allowing him to get so close to the basket, uncontested, means 2 points almost every time.
And at the other end, he's, you know, I think he's 2 of 6 from the floor. Tiz is doing a great job on him defensively.
Yeah, Tisby's very, very good. You know, in my opinion, there are a lot worse players playing in the NBL than him. It has me beaten why both of them, our professionals here, haven't been picked up over there, because in my opinion, which means nothing, there's a lot worse Americans playing in the league than our two here, but there you go. And that makes them really tough. both of them are more than adequate defenders, but can score.
Well, they had to do a lot of it over the last few seasons. Obviously, without the personnel around them, they were the go-to men, and so especially Tisby, he was a lone ranger a couple of seasons back. But
this year, nowhere near the pressure on him. They've got a very good, balanced squad, and all he has to do is just help the other guys around him. You have a look at that 5 on the court now. That's a tough 5 to guard. Very tough.
Certainly is. And the HBS Hawks are certainly finding it tough. And Darko with a fist bump. Right straight back at him. And I'd say Brewster and BJ Anthony have probably been going at it for a few years too. Both similar ages.
Yeah, they'll know their play pretty well. But they've come out. I like that passing. Just a missed shot, but that's going to happen when you're shooting from outside. But that's nice passing, and that's a good way to attack the zone. I think if we can be a little bit more patient, we're going to have even more success.
I prefer to see Akeem on the other side of the court so he doesn't have to reset his right foot when he catches that ball. He certainly was liking that spot last week.
Mark Dickel not happy with that call.
Really, Coach?
I didn't see a thing from here.
We are a long way back up at the top of the stands. But if he's not happy, he must have some reason for it.
Coach Arledge's doing a really good job, rotating those players.
Yeah, well, he's got some to rotate. Here we go inside. Nice ball movement again.
Yeah, good ball movement, but I've been very disappointed thus far with the Nuggets defence thus far tonight. The only thing they haven't done is they haven't fouled.
Yeah. That's a 2-3, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, just a flat 2-3 with them sagging back and just clogging the keyhole. That's the shot that's got to be made. Or that one. Either way, I'm sure the Nuggets are going to make a lot of those. They should be getting that. We should have a break here.
Who's running the lane? Secondary break. Nice bit of work on the ground there from Brennan Prollybank.
A super pass, great shot, great teamwork.
2 points for the Nuggets. 36-29, Cohadarevic Nuggets lead.
7 points, 4:35 to go in the half. And Darko misses a tough shot underneath. Nuggets could put a bit of a nail in here.
They've just got to be patient. There's plenty of good shots coming now. If he can't penetrate, we've got to get the ball going side to side or make a 3. We're lucky there that the ball went out of bounds. I'm disappointed we're not getting on the boards a little bit more or being more patient. I'd like to see. Zones are very impatient, especially for those young people watching. If you're playing a zone, you're saying, shoot it from outside and miss, and we're going to run you into the deck. And you can see what happens when you don't miss. Now, the Nuggets have got the defense set. Yeah, and you can also see how important it is not to foul.
I think Mark would be disappointed that didn't end in an assist. See, second at the moment at Lindsay Tate.
Oh, that's not worrying him at all. I think the important thing here is that we just keep getting shots like that. Good shots close to the hoop are winners. And once again, it's a matter of being patient. And we've got to stop that. That's too easy. You know, there's been way too many easy shots given up by the Nuggets tonight. And Coach Arledge will know that, and the players will know that. That's a very, very experienced crew they've got. And they will know that they're not defending as well as they have this year. Hopefully they can make the third quarter more telling, but they've still got a very handy lead.
Yeah, 3:16 to go in the half, 41-31. Cut to date. Gone back man, I think, Coach.
Yeah, but it's very saggy, man. There's not a... They're picking them up very more or less full court, but you can see there that they're picking them up, but Akeem's still finding a way to get there, and that's that offensive board. And that's, you know, Everett Bartlett's got to be stopped from shooting outside. And, you know, we've just got to contest, contain, not foul.
Mark with a tough matchup there.
Very tough.
Oh. Polly Blank's been playing a long time in this league. A couple of titles with the Saints.
Put your hands together for Ricky Bucket, ladies and gentlemen.
And very smart. Seeing the drive, reading the pass, getting in that passing lane and knocking it away.
Yeah. For those young people watching, when someone penetrates along the baseline, the next pass generally is coming to the middle or to the faraway corner. That's too easy. He should make most of those. He will make most of those. Mark did a great job there. Unlucky. Hard luck on the block shot there. But that was good hustle. If we can keep that hustle up, that will go a long way to us being successful in tonight's game.
Not only tonight, Carl, with 1:52 to go in the half, 43-33. You know, looking long term, this is a team that can go all the way.
They definitely can. They've just got to, you know, it's playing each possession hard as they can, making it as difficult as can. I don't think tonight Coach Arledge will be very happy with their defense. It's been too easy for the opposition to get layups, too easy for them to get uncontested outside shots. Now, in my opinion, I think the coach will only be happy when they're shooting contested outside shots and dominating the boards. Now, they haven't been able to do either so far. So let's, from the Nuggets' point of view, let's hope that they can do that for the rest of the quarter, or at least some stage in the future. But having said that, you've got to credit the Hawks with some outstanding outside shooting and some fine all-round play.
Yeah, they're still in the game. It's 10 points, but really I think leading up to this half, really this is the key. You know, the Hawks started out hot, shooting the ball well, and they've sort of dropped away to 35%, 12 of 34 from the floor. They need to get some of that touchback. Otherwise, it's going to be a long night for them, as it has been so many teams here this season playing against the Nuggets.
Yes, certainly will be. They've been very, very good from the foul lane, and Darko has done a great job in keeping the Nuggets, people that are guarding him, honest.
Extended pressure this time.
Yeah. Once again, no rebounders in there. You know, 3 white shirts, no Nuggets. But one thing I will say, they were patient.
They looked actually a little disorganised in that position.
There's an example of exactly what I said. Penetration along the baseline and then a kick into the far corner and an excellent shot from Everett Bartlett.
Let's cut it to 5. Rebound here. A great little run here from the HBS Hawks. In comparison, offensively, there's a lot of movement with the Hawks in that man-to-man situation. Two possessions in the half left. Pretty important. Calling one shot, but I'd take the 2 anytime. Oh, there it is. Are we going to see a Hayden Allen bomb?
He's hoping.
Oh, turnover. 5 seconds. What a block. Well, Coach, what are your thoughts? 43-40, the Nuggets leading by 3 into the first half.
Yeah, very ugly into the half from the Nuggets' point of view. They really gave up a good lead and they gave it away. And they'll be disappointed with that, but credit Hawks with a never say die attitude and some real good hustle. They did a good job on that. And they hit some really good outside shots. But you're right about Winatana. He's definitely a game breaker and a difference maker.
I'm just looking around the stadium and they got corporate boxes down or corporate tables down the end of the stand, and I'm a bit concerned about John Paul. His seat's been kind of taken. His views may be a little obscured down there.
I hope not. That would be terrible, but Jared Kenny starting the quarter with the miss, and the Nuggets get a rebound, and we're off to the races.
Again, packed in, zone-like defense, leaving Mark open on the perimeter.
Yes, and that is definitely a game plan. You know, they're going to leave Mark open, and they're going to make it very difficult for us to get the ball inside, because obviously that's what we're trying to do, get the ball in there. But then, if you give away that's Coach Baldwin won't be happy with that.
I think if he had here, he'd pull it out.
Definitely, he'd be trying anyway.
There's Winatana. Yeah, that's what we talked about.
Yeah. He's the difference maker, and he can make that shot plenty of times. We've got to take away that. A right-handed player moving to the right, look out.
It's a little bit too much iron there. Travel, I thought. Seconds left on the shot clock. Nuggets just ran the same play with the on ball, exactly the same play inbounds. That's just too easy from Ricky. Number 21 Buckroll there, fouling Everett Bartlett. Got to get in stance on that one.
A nice ball movement from the Hawks, though. A little bit too easy. We didn't even challenge that shot from Darko.
That's right. Things just cruising along. And then they turn it up on offense. But it's a 1-point ball game. 8:23 to go in the third. Coach Baldwin demanding effort from his team.
Early in the quarter, that's not what you want to see. You don't want to allow the ball to be brought up reasonably briskly and then penetration straight away before the defense has been well set. And it costs you 2 points.
And an early foul. Oh well, obviously HBS Hawks were gaining an advantage there, I think is how they call it on the screen. No call there either.
Too easy. Just way too easy.
Well, still a 1 point ball game. 47-46, 7:37 to go in the third. Raise in intensity from the HBS Bank Hawks. Will they take the lead? It's been a while since they've had it. First quarter?
Yeah, first quarter, they were well and truly in the lead at the start of the game.
Keem.
Unfortunately for the Nuggets, they just seem to be lacking a little cohesion offensively. They appear not quite sure about what they're going to do. Defensively, they're a little bit slow on their assignments as well, so it's not looking good for them.
No, they really want to, they need a change, and I think that change is coming in the way of Hayden Allen. The Hawks getting a little bit lucky with a call down there. Loose ball, and they're getting it back.
Number 9, Hayden Allen checking in. Ricky Buckle heading to the bench.
I don't know if Ricky's the fault in terms of cohesion. The kid hasn't missed a shot yet.
No, no.
Two 3-pointers in a row that have missed, whereas in the first maybe 3-4 possessions they were getting their points going at the basket and have gone back to that 3-point shot.
Yes. Early in the quarter, as I've said, early in the quarter, Mark's just had a bad night. He's just missed, for him, way too many short shots. But that happens, and the Nuggets have got to pick it up. The area that they're deficient in, to my mind, is rebounding. They're not rebounding at either end hard enough, and that's the reason that they've enabled the Hawks to come back into the game.
Well, Gavin Briggs down there sitting nearest the score bench writes down the effort stats, and those are one of the things that he'll be looking at in terms of communicating those to Coach Arledge. They're not winning their effort stats at the moment.
No, we've just got to make a higher percentage of close shots too. And the game's really just about to start. It's on a knife edge right now. It'll be interesting to see who does what in the next 3 or 4 minutes.
Winnetana comes up short on that one. Goes inside, Polyblank. Oh, well.
A good possession for the Nuggets. A point-blank shot, a little fadeaway missed by Brendan, but that, I like that.
Nothing dropping at the moment. Must be killing the shooting stats. Who's going to hit first? Polyblank? Nope. That's been a shot. Well, it's sort of gone quiet. The crowd sort of, as you say, it's on a knife edge. They're waiting. I think both coaches are probably going, we could be on top of this game. We could have it in the grasp of our hand, but we're just not, no team's getting anything going offensively. 1 point ball game, 5 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, both teams have had some good open opportunities and just missed them. And that happens in games, especially in this game's good, tightened right up.
Guthrie handshake?
Yeah, the old Tim Guthrie handshake, and made famous by Tim Guthrie about 40 years ago in Christchurch. Unluckily to be called nowadays, they tend to let them go. Hayden almost a steal and an easy shot at the other end.
Hence, while I was in China coaching, Carl, they had no idea what I was talking about.
Hence.
And there it is, the HBS Bank Hawks taking the lead. 48-47, 4 minutes 47 to go left in the third quarter. Here it is, just slowly working. Winatana picks up 3.
Yeah, that's important, but it's not as important as making both these foul shots. This game is tightened right up. All the players appear to have tightened right up as well, and it's all as if almost every shot it depends on the game. So it's really become a game of quite stop-start basketball. We have to hope that we can get some flow in the game, and of course the right team comes out on top.
I just noticed the interplay between Baldwin and Winatana. Winatana knowing he got his third, just looking up and saying to coach, yeah, I got it.
Unfortunately, for the Nuggets, their foul shooting hasn't been as accurate as the Hawks have tonight.
0 of 2 in that sense. Oh, athletic there.
A right-handed layup from a right-handed player at this level, really not acceptable.
And it's a 3-point ball game. Allen to close it. And there it is, Paolo Winatana told the referee he touched it. Well, here's a minister.
I don't know that Tab Baldwin's all too happy about that.
You might want to say the Lord giveth.
Yes, but in that case, from the Hawks' point of view, the Lord taketh away.
Oh, you got to commend his sportsmanship there.
Definitely.
And they come up with the rebound anyway, so
that's karma.
it is. And he's just taken another shot in the head. That's team fouls already. Well, it's 3:42.
Things not looking positive for the Nuggets. Too many outside shots, in my opinion, not enough penetration. But it's very difficult against this Hawks outfit to get close to the hoop. because they're sagging off the Otago players and making them shoot from outside.
Just makes one of the two. And as you can hear, if you can hear the announcer, it's 51-47, 3:37 to go in the third quarter. Little turnout screen between Tisby and Akeem Wright. Attacking the hoop. Winatana with her quick hands. And a timeout by Arledge.
Yeah, the Nuggets definitely need that timeout. They're sort of ground to a halt. They look really short of ideas offensively, and defensively it's just way too easy for the Hawks. Things looking good for the Hawks at this stage, and the Nuggets are going to have to find some more resilience both offensively and defensively if they're going to get the W here.
Well, I'd just say that I think the Nuggets are looking for those mismatches in the post and are becoming really stagnant. They haven't got the same sort of ball movement or even motion that they've had in the past. Looking for mismatches, trying to exploit it. And in reality, if we used to say telegraph pass, now it's hashtag pass to the post, Carl. So I think, if you're giving away what you're doing and it becomes very plain and simple, teams are too clever to stop it in this league.
Yeah, definitely. And, it really is. It is going to be difficult to get it in there. They've had some short shots this game and just missed them. So, they've got to hope and make some really easy shots, and then the hard shots will take care of themselves.
Well, the shooting percentage was pretty close at the half, and now 33% from the Nuggets and 40% from the floor for the Hawks. So the Hawks have offensive. They've been producing quite well. But the Nuggets, in contrast, I think they've one field goal in the quarter.
Yeah, and that's not going to get it done, and they know that.
Hence the timeout.
Correct.
There you go. Looking inside, Tiz, tough shot, gets the roll.
Yeah, they need a lot more of that. Got to be a lot more of that. But I'm looking for the effort defensively. I'm looking for a lot more stopping of penetration. That's just too easy. I got a bit lucky there. He got a pretty much uncontested shot from about 6 or 8 feet.
Jared Kenny will be disappointed without not finishing that shot.
I think Mark has just got to take that shot and make it, and then he'll get the crowd back in it and look out then.
Well, there's a 1-point ball game again. The HBS Bank Hawks holding thing. They're going into Horns offense. Brewster, Winatana. Again, more movement now from the Nuggets.
Yeah, I like that ball movement going side to side and getting it in. And now we've got to get it out and get it around. Once again, a good possession for the Nuggets, even though the shot was missed. They were patient and they got a very good shot at the end of it, just missed the shot. But I'm hoping that they can make them miss a few shots. But once again, just one bounce and shot, that's just too easy.
Great screen from Walker, though.
Yeah.
Man after my own heart, great screen. Oh. Hustle. Checks the writing on the ball. Made sure it was a Moulton. Nice transition there.
Mark's just got to relax. He took the charge. They didn't call it. Just move on. Early in the game yet. Game's just about to start.
Well, fine. We've got a game on our hands here, Coach.
Yes, it's going to be close, I think, all the way. But they've just got to, I think Brendan Polyblank needs a rest. He's had a couple of wide open shots and missed them. It's all right. Anyone can do that. Anyone can do that. We've got some foul shots, I think, coming.
Yeah, they'll be in the penalty. Be 2 shots here from Akeem before the shot. Brewster's after the hook, which possibly could have been there, but...
I think, is that 5 fouls?
Yeah, it should be 5. There's 2 shots.
2 shots.
We knew, the score bench knew. Zimmerman, Whelans and Naylor were the last ones to know in the gymnasium. It's a battle in there. Nuggets coming away with it.
Once again, another foul called in there, and
that's on Brewster as well.
Yeah, they're starting to count, and there's still a long way to go. There are times in games when especially when things aren't going as you would like them. But once again, that effort that they're giving on the offensive boards, especially when they haven't shot well all night. None of them have shot well over the course of the game. But you've just got to look forward. A lot of the game to go. It's a matter of nailing these 2 down and then moving on. Getting a stop, going to the next play.
Now 7 of 13 from the line.
That's not going to get it done in a close game. I guarantee the Hawks have only missed maybe 1 or 2 all night. 7 from 14 from the line. That's a losing stat.
Well, the crowd is certainly getting into it now.
Once again, penetration, the foul is called. The referees, I think, at this stage, a much maligned beast as far as coaches are concerned, are doing a pretty good job. They're protecting the people that drive to the hoop, and they're calling fouls, especially the pushing fouls, that it's to my knowledge this year that they've been reluctant to call.
Well, if you're going to the hoop and you get knocked off your line going to the basket, that's contact on your on the shooter, and that's the simple calls that have got to be made, and that's what I've seen hasn't been called all the time in games of past, and that's when players get frustrated.
Absolutely, and that's what I like about the refereeing thus far. I think they've been consistent all the way down the line. They're letting the players play, but they are calling the fouls on people that penetrate to the hoop.
Well, finally we get 2 free throws. 2-point ball game, last possession. 14 seconds. Brewster with the basketball. Aiden Allen comes up with a steal. What a finish of the quarter. Luke Aston on the end of a fast break and steal from Hayden Allen. It's all tied up here, 57 apiece. We're back with you in a few minutes for the final quarter.
3/4 time, so that means it's the Hiko Fujitsu shootout. We have James against Alicia. They have 45 seconds to make 4 shots. A layup, a free throw, a 3-pointer, and a monster shot from halfway. If they can nail it from halfway, $1,000 to Speed and Paper Plus and Dunedin's Golden Centre Ball. All right, 45 seconds. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. James makes the layup. Alicia makes the layup. That's for a T-shirt. James behind the back. What are you doing? You've got tickets to the next game, Alicia. You make your 3-pointer. You've got a lunch for 2 at the Terrace Bar. You got tickets, James. There's your Terrace Bar lunch. Now from halfway, 22
We're back here. It's all happening on the floor. Trying to get a halfway shot for $1,000.
You must be behind the line when you shoot. 15 seconds.
Oh, there it is!
Another deer.
Alicia Rusk. New Zealand under-17 squad member and Gold Rush squad member making the halfway shot. Making the halfway shot. Well, that's going to get the crowd into it already. And what a barnstormer of a fourth quarter we got coming up. 57 points each. HBS Bank Nuggets and the Oceania Gold. I'll say the Oceania Gold Nuggets, HBS Bank Hawks. Going to battle out here for 10 minutes. The Hawks with their season on the line, and the Nuggets trying to go 8-0.
Yes, there's everything to play for in this quarter, and the last quarter, the championship quarter, no team really stamped themselves on it. I was impressed with the way the Hawks played. They've got a game plan, they're sticking to it, and the only thing that would concern Coach Tab Baldwin, I would think, is the number of fouls called against him.
There's certainly a lot, but it's not hurting them because the Nuggets are not converting from the foul line, 9 of 16. Compared with 10 of 12. There's the league leading scorer going to work. Again, offensive rebound leads to that foul.
Yeah, very important. Once again, as I reiterate again, try and get fouls on the opposition early in the quarter. That makes it very difficult for them to defend. And while BJ went to the hoop then, I think, and may have even got the shot blocked, it fell fortuitously to Hakeem, and he's now on the line where he has been anything but automatic tonight.
That makes it 3 of 9, Coach. And you know, we've seen him shoot really well here in this arena, and tonight it's just, you know, you sometimes as a shooter you want to get to the foul line and get your stroke back, but certainly not happening for him tonight.
No, and I think it's important that everyone understands that no matter how good a player you are, you have those sort of nights from the foul line. And really, the really outstanding shooters in the NBA don't, but the normal players do. And there you see the sort of hard working and hustling play coming from the Nuggets that I hope we'd see earlier in the game. You know, they've got to be prepared to get through some screens. They've got to be prepared to fight like that for the ball. I think that was a very good possession from them. They look to me like they've come out with some intensity defensively, which has been lacking so far tonight.
Well, we were talking there in the break and saying if the Nuggets can get 5 minutes of good basketball, that they could take this out. But Coach Dickel here said he thinks 2.
2 or 3, but I mean, so can the Hawks. 3 or 4 good minutes from them, and you know, the Nuggets haven't really looked like 7-0 tonight.
And there's another easy 2 inside. Brewster. See if they got that movement back that they had in the last couple of minutes. We all stand and hold our breath. Oh, no, trying to drag that back across. Hakeem. And Aidan Daly really, I don't know what he was thinking, trying to hold him up there, looked like he was trying to grab the shirt or just hold him up. But giving away the end one, that's just, you know, that's the worst case scenario for you.
Especially when they'd done so well at the other end. They had been patient. They passed the ball, got it going from side to side, and a really good drive from Brewster, making 2 points. So now the good work that you've done at one end gets undone at the other end, and yet another foul.
Another lead change, starting to rack up. Doesn't hurt him as bad as it could have. Again, short from the free throw line. We haven't seen many of those calls tonight. Gavin Zimmerman coming up with the travel.
Yes, tough call. But once again, the Hawks showing really good work there, getting back, making it difficult for the Nuggets to score quickly.
Simple foul there on Hayden Allen, preventing the pass. Yeah, probably just a second, I think. Baldwin used to be on his knees, you know, in that sort of take a knee stance, but not so much these days, I think. But hard to get back up.
Yeah, sure is. There's 2 fouls in this possession, just what the Nuggets couldn't afford. The way the Hawks have been shooting foul shots, they don't want this to be a foul shooting contest.
No, well, they'd certainly win that. Another reach round from behind. Bartlett gets it off the glass. Another lead change, 61-60, 7:50 to go in the game. Double teaming in the post.
7 seconds on the shot clock.
Quick hands from BJ Anthony.
Once again, like the rush hour in there. And I think, you know, really and honestly, Mark's got to take that outside shot.
Well, I think he might have reached in and caught an elbow there from Paul to Winatana. Yeah. Being strong with the ball.
Yeah. I think that's just one of those things that happens in the game. We just move on. We just move on. I don't think there's any malice there at all. Just happens in the game occasionally.
I'd agree. I think, you know, in those contestable moments, you know, as an offensive player, you kind of protect the basketball and you get your bows out. If somebody's reaching in there, well, you know.
That's right. Occasionally you get your chin in the wrong place or your nose and you pay the price, and that's just the way it goes.
Everybody sealed things down, I think.
Yeah, I think we'll just go on business as usual. Unfortunately, both the Nuggets imports just standing flat-footed, while their American import just flew to the hoop and called for foul. And once again, looks like the Nuggets will be paying the price. And they do.
Well, that's BJ Anthony on 4. League's leading scorer prior to this game. Not a player Arledge would want to lose out of the game. I see they're bringing in Brendan Prollyblank, who hasn't had a great time. 0 of 6 and 0 of 1 from the free throw line. So a big difference there.
1 point game, so it's still anyone's game. And a long
That's a
way
3-point game, coach. 63-60.
Oh, okay.
6:54 to go. Triple teamed in the post. Another traveling call. Both of them have gone against the Nuggets. Here's that screen again. Important possession this, I think, for the Nuggets. They really need to get something going.
They definitely do. Nice passing, but we're not penetrating. Oh, that's a very strange call. I could have sworn that went out off our player. Once again, the clock's against us.
Yeah, short, 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Got to make that. Thank you.
That's a spot on the right-hand side of the keyway. 3-point line, Tisby. Oh, he just took that at the hoop.
Just unfortunately for the Nuggets, they're just standing around defensively. There's too many players left wide open, especially after penetration.
Doubling the post on Polyblank. Block shot. And there's defensive hustle from the HBS Bank Hawks. Was the difference at the moment.
Sure.
They lead by 2 and 1. We'll take that to 5 with a make from the line. BJ Anthony coming back into the game in 4 fouls for Brendan Polyblank. And Ricky Buckle, who hasn't really put a foot wrong, but he's having a break for Hayden Allen.
The Nuggets haven't been in this position the whole season now, trailing by 4 points here at the Live Foundation Arena.
Yeah, this Green has been very, very good from the line. But not that time.
And that's got the crowd going. With the finish, there we go. 67-65, 2-point ball game, 5 minutes really to go. Brian Green with a take at the hoop.
Yeah, unfortunately, when the Hawks guys drive, there's no help. And almost every time anyone drives, they're wide open. That's not helping the Nuggets at all, but the crowd might.
Well, the Hawks leading by 2 with possession. 4:32 to go. Kenny to the hoop. Pick who blocked him there, coach.
Anyone. I don't care. Great move. Great move.
Oh, gonna make him earn it from the line.
Yeah, the crowd's come alive and they're going to have to bring the Nuggets home because, quite honestly, since that good spell in the second quarter, the Nuggets haven't really looked likely. And let's hope that the crowd can get right in behind them. We can make a few foul shots and who knows.
1-point ball game. Hawks up by 1, 4:14 left. This to tie it up. Walker takes a break. Darko on.
Every possession now highlighted and the crowd has gone wild.
Well, certainly realising the seriousness of the situation now. Here comes the pressure from the Nuggets. Extended court. Shot clock winding down, 5 seconds to go. Big possession. Bartlett for three. They get the rebound. Winatana comes up with the scraps.
Second shots are going to kill you at this stage.
And I think the battle on the boards, that's one area. One area where the referees let you go for it.
Hopefully they will. Let the players play. Let the players decide.
Brian Green did his job. The clamp down from Kenny didn't get there early enough, and Anthony was able to get inside.
Correct.
Big shot. Got it. 72-69. 3 minutes to go. Possession by possession. Here it is. Finally at the Edgar Centre. Our ball game.
Sure.
Hayden Allen comes up.
I think that's a play they've run 3 or 4 times in practice.
What's your son's name? The runner.
You can see when they drive to the hoop, it's really one-on-one and no one is helping. It's difficult because no one can afford to foul either.
Still a 3-point ball game, the Hawks leading. A lot of contact on that. Short again. It's not Poulter's fault he's bigger than Mark.
No. That's just one of those things. Both people contesting for the ball. One person got sat on their derriere and the other person gets charged with a foul. That's life. We move on. Mark, I think, will have 2 shots. I think that might be 5th foul. So we've got 2. And the game is just about to start. No, it's at the side. It must be 4.
It's at the sideline. But that's 4 on Winatana. Crowd getting into it here. Double team the post, Tisby. 12 seconds on the shot clock.
There's still plenty of time in this possession to get a quality shot up. There should be no hurry by the Nuggets. They've just got to go down. Now it comes down to everything that they've been practicing, all the plays that they've been running. Everything now becomes like in a fishbowl, if you like, and every possession is important. And we've got one of the Hawks players injured, taking a wee time out.
There seems to be a lot of blood on the floor. I don't know if our camera's got a shot of that. I'd guess it'd be a nose. He's smart enough not to get it on his uniform. The Hawks wearing white. You have to leave the floor, any blood on your uniform, any blood on your body, and get that cleaned up before you can re-enter, and that would be a huge blow for the Hawks, losing their big man, who's just made the runner on offense. Picks up a bow or possibly a knee to the nose.
Could be anything out there. This game is super competitive, and the crowd, almost capacity, are really enjoying it.
And even though Melanie Whelans has now taken over the record of the most refereed games in the league, she's got the blood kit out.
She sure has. I hope she's got those gloves on.
All right, there it is, the old bleach on the floor.
Hope it doesn't go right through all the polyurethane.
This has given, I guess, Darko a few minutes to get his nose right, because 1:51 in the game, up 3, you want to be on the floor.
Yeah, I think this is the time that all the top players want to be out there. They want to be contributing. Coach Baldwin's done a great job with his team tonight. They've come ready to play. They've made some really tough shots, and they've defended the Nuggets just as well as they could be possibly defended with the strategy that Tab's employed.
Well, they've replaced Darko with Brewster, and really they've lost a massive rebounder on the inside. So they're going to really struggle on the boards and maybe defending inside. 12 seconds on the shot clock. They look really ready to go. 74-71 and the Hawks lead. It's certainly Hayden Allen to answer it. And there's that issue. You don't have the big man on the floor. Defensive rebounding is going to be a problem.
Yeah, a little reach in there by young Kenny, doing a good job stopping the ball, getting to BJ Anthony. BJ Anthony now at the line.
Well, BJ will certainly be doing probably the best of the Nuggets from the line. He made his last two. I think he's 4 of 4. Probably the one player on the Nuggets here at the moment you wouldn't want on the line.
Yeah, he'd be the only one they wouldn't want. And he looks very relaxed. I don't want to put the kiss of death on him, but the Nuggets have got to get some stops. And it's not, they haven't looked fantastic at this end, but they look terrible at the other end.
Well, it's a 1-point ball game, 74-73. There's a timeout. Baldwin advancing the ball in the last 2 minutes, with 1:35 to go on the score clock. He'll be wanting to get a bit more time, get Darko's nose right, and get him back on the floor.
Yeah, good timeout from Coach Baldwin. He'll be wanting to talk things over, and we've had a lot of trouble tonight stopping their bigger people, Green, Darko. They've just isolated us and done a really good job on taking it to the hoop. I think the Nuggets now have really got to stop that penetration. And the other thing that the Hawks have done really well is that they found the open man much better than the Nuggets have. The Hawks have done a really good job on closing out on the outside shooters, and also doubling the low post and making the pass from the low post out difficult. So all power to them. They've done really well. They're 1 up, and we got a minute and change to go, and it's been just a great game.
It'll certainly be fun calling it with you. I think, what have we got? How many possessions do you think? Maybe 5 more possessions in this game?
I'll be 5 or 6 at least. There's going to be a couple of turnovers. Someone will do something absolutely out of the blue, offensively or defensively. So I think there'll be at least 6 possessions to go. But we'll see. Who knows?
Well, just to put you in the picture, we got 74 to the Hawks, 73 to the Nuggets. 1:35 to go in the game. And 1-4 low to Byron Green, is it? Horns. Winatara and Brewster on the horns. There's 2 shots.
And he's one person they really cannot afford to foul. And it looks like the refs now are going to step into the game and call those fouls that probably they haven't been calling up until now, which is disappointing. At this stage of the game, you really want the players to decide, not the referees. We don't want this to be a foul shooting contest.
Well, Brian Green on the season is 61%. I think they thought that one was going to miss. Makes it a 2-point ball game, putting the pressure on the Nuggets. He's 8 of 9 tonight. And that's 9 very important points from the foul line. Arledge calls a timeout to advance. 3-point ball game, 1:26 to go.
Yeah. the Nuggets have only themselves to blame for being in this position. The failure to complete a high percentage from the foul lane has placed them in this position. If the positions were reversed and the Nuggets had made a high percentage from the foul lane, they'd be ahead, and they'd be ahead by considerably more than 3. So there's plenty of time to go. There's at least 4 more possessions, 2 each, and really it's what you're going to do with those 2 possessions that's going to make the difference.
Well, obviously for the Hawks, you want to get at least 1 more score to put a huge amount of pressure in. And the Nuggets, really, they have to score this possession, or it could be fouls and good night.
Yes, this is a big possession. Like the rest of them haven't been big enough, this is a whopper. So really the streak is on the line here, and we'll just see how good the Nuggets are.
Well, let's see if they come together here and run something. Hayden Allen, Mark Dickel, BJ Anthony, Antoine Tisby, and Akeem right on the floor. Darko's back in the game for the Hawks. Brewster sits down. Going with their turnouts. Mark Dickel bomb to tie it up. Tisby. Akeem, no good. Tisby comes over the rear. Trying to tie it up with 1 possession. It's a 1-point ball game.
Yeah, a really good possession. You saw there the advantage of getting 2 second shots in a close game. Now the crowd has taken over, and we've got Green now dribbling and penetrating and having his shot blocked.
1-point ball game, 76-75. 36 possessions, 36 seconds left to go in the game. Both coaches with a timeout. Dickel kills it. Do you know much about that, kid?
Just a little. I know if the word around is he can't shoot, he can shoot, as we just saw. Greater the pressure, greater the hour. Now, it's an interesting one. We have...
Well, the Hawks are up 2. The Nuggets are up 2, 78-76. 24 seconds on the clock. The Hawks have possession. Do they try and tie it up early and put the game... You got your choices here. You go for the quick shot and hope you get it and then play the foul game, or you try and tie it up on the buzzer or win it.
Yes, I think they'll... If I was them, I would definitely be looking to make meaningful moves towards the hoop. Try and get a foul. They've been solid from the foul line all night. And that's the only reason the Nuggets are in this position. But having said that, it's now come down to a 1-possession game. The Nuggets up by 2, and we're going to see exactly what happens here. And I think the Nuggets will play it straight up. They'll try and I think the Hawks will try and get as good a shot as they can up quickly. The Nuggets will try and defend and not foul.
They're going with Jared Kenny at the moment, trying to get Wintertunner open. I think they're going last second shot.
Looks like it.
Tough one. Kenny inside to tie it up. No good. Brian Green rebound. We got a tied ball game. There was some time left on the clock. We got a tied ball game, 78 apiece. I'd say 1.3 seconds left on the clock. And I can tell you this from having done the score bench down there a few times in my day, that's a pretty hard halt button to get working at times.
Yeah, I think there'll be a little bit more than 1 second. That gives Coach Arledge time to draw up a plan. They do have time to catch and shoot. And, of course, the Nuggets made them take a shot they didn't want to take. Unfortunately, it fell to Green, who's been a real good performer all night for the Hawks. And he was able to make a relatively easy shot close from the hoop, but very well done.
Well, they're putting 2 seconds on the clock. I picked it as 1.3, Coach. You said more, so you were right.
Yeah, 2 seconds is catch, 1 bounce, and shot. So they do have some time, although I'm sure they won't bounce it. I'm sure it'll be catch and shoot for someone.
Well, the other option is you can get away with a fake, put them in the air and get some contact, but referees generally aren't going to make that call.
Absolutely, not with the game on the line, unless it's a very bad foul, and then they've got to call it.
Well, that's right. It could be OT.
Yeah, it looks like OT to me. The shot is really going to be a Hail Mary. The person I would definitely be going to, even though he's had a very ordinary night, is Akeem.
I'd agree. I get it to Akeem. He's so athletic. He can get above anybody. Yeah. Reminds me of kind of...
The person who I know would love to take it.
There it is. He got it! They're talking about it. I think he got it. I think he got it off.
I think he got it. Oh, they flagged it away.
Wow. Huge call, Melanie Whelans. Do we have a replay here?
Yeah.
Don't give up the tick.
Yeah, we've got some overtime here. Mark's a little bit agitated by it, but hey, we've got 5 more minutes. We've just got to move on from that last call. Just a shame they can't come up and have a look on the TV just to see if it was the way they can. The reason that they brought it in the States is just the situation. There were so many times in the States where games came right down to a shot like that and they couldn't check on it. And now, of course, in the States, for even college games, they can go and check on it.
Well, we got an overtime. It's 78 apiece. 5 minutes of ball to play. What a great game to have to call.
Sensational game. I'm enjoying every minute of it. Absolutely every minute of it.
And we get 45 tonight, maybe more. You never know. Generally, for me, rule of thumb for me is that the team that scores first in the overtime generally comes out on top because all the pressure goes on the other team to catch up.
It's actually 63% of the teams that score first in overtime win it. So, but I mean, that means nothing tonight because I think most people would have thought that the Nuggets would have carried all before them tonight, but Coach Baldwin's come up with an extremely good strategy, and the Nuggets have struggled all night. But now it comes right down to fouls. It comes right down to who can run the better possessions in these last 5 minutes.
We got 2 players out there in Winatana and BJ Anthony on 4 fouls that are going to have to last this quarter, or last these 5 minutes. One of those 2 pick up a foul that could change the nature of this game right off the bat.
Sure will.
Guess we're not going to see Sam Timmins tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah. But this has been a great game. Regardless of who comes out on top of this is a great game. And we don't appear to have a replay facility here, but it's irrelevant anyway. The referees have said they've made a decision, right or wrong. We just move on, and that's what the coaches and the players have got to do. We've got 5 minutes. So let's play and let's be as fun and as close as the whole game has been.
Well, I'm sure everybody in the country can go onto sportswebcast.com and have a look themselves. There's Alan for the first. There it is.
Hayden Allen, ice water in his veins. The boy from Kings High, Glenn and Barb's son, makes it very, very close.
I like the very physical Mark Dickel, basically knocking away. Winatana can't answer the question. And 15 metres wide is the court, and just wide enough, thin enough that Everett Bartlett steps out of bounds.
Correct. Now, it's absolutely crucial that they run some good sets here and get great shots. That's not a good shot. Not so early in the set. And we've got to get back and guard everyone. And not foul. Oh, sorry, don't get called for foul.
A wee possession goes the Hawks' way.
Emotions are running really high. The crowd's right into it. Fantastic environment to be part of.
You got to say, pity there's only 2 home games left. Gets the roll.
Darko gets the roll. Makes a 1 point game.
81-80 to the home team, the Nuggets. Certainly all people will remember this game.
I like the passing going from side to side and in there.
Great,
that's where
great block,
great
rebound.
BJ Anthony, just a beast underneath the hoop and making a crucial hoop. Nuggets by 3.
Hence why he is the league's leading scorer.
Once again, Pora Winatana cutting it back to 1. It's nip and tuck here. Here we go, next possession.
Allen on the turnouts. BJ
for 3. Hard to fault his performance this year.
Played really well in Europe. Has come back from there, and we'll definitely be seeing him playing for New Zealand against Australia in August.
I think that's absolutely for certain. An interesting call here. Brendan Polybank coming on.
I don't know about this taking BJ out of the game.
Yeah. Brendan hasn't had the best of nights, but still a match winner.
BJ's just hit. He scored inside, hit a 3.
Yeah.
He hasn't fouled.
No. Maybe he's just keeping him for the last 2. Darko has had the shooter's roll twice in a row. Didn't need it that time.
2-point game. The Nuggets, the home team, up by 2, 86-84. It's been some daggers from deep by the Nuggets. Tisby going to work inside, puts them up by 4, 2:28 to go in the game.
It's just a stop. The Nuggets now want to stop. They want a good defensive move. Brendan Polybank, a very, very solid defender. Unfortunately that time, Green just got half a pace on him, and now he's been almost faultless from the lane. And now we've got BJ back on.
Well, Akeem Wright having a wee discussion with Brian Green there at the free throw line. Won't be able to invite him out because the Hawks have got Southland tomorrow.
Yes, as I said, could be the doomsday double. We'll see.
Costly free throw. 88-84, you got to hit these to stay in touch. As I said, the daggers from the Nuggets, the threes from Allen and BJ Anthony really killing the Hawks. And another miss. Winatana comes out with a hustle play. Green can't hit from the three-point line either. I'd say
that was the stop the Nuggets desperately need. Now they need a good set here. They need to run their stuff and get a really good shot and not be in too much of a hurry.
I'd say a basket here would kill it.
No, not necessarily. BJ can drive here if he makes that.
Here it is. Just a lot of experience there from Tisby. Knew he had a player in the air coming at him. He'll take the foul.
This is where the Nuggets are really, really tough. In the last little bits, in the last few possessions, what they've done really, really well is they have got the ball in underneath the hoop, but they haven't been impatient. If it hasn't been there, they've worked the ball back out, got it around the horn and got it back in on the other side.
The Nuggets free throw line woes continue.
Yes.
Maybe Tab will go to the foul game.
Well, he's fast running out of time, but there's plenty more possessions available to him yet.
That to make it 5. 89-84.
Yeah, Tab calling that timeout. I think that's a timely one for him. Each possession now is do or die for them. If they don't score this time, a 2 or better, the game becomes more difficult, but not impossible. So anything is possible in basketball, especially if you go to your strengths. The Hawks' strength all night defensively has been defending the low post and double teaming the person on the low block. And they've gone away from that the last 2 or 3 possessions, and the Nuggets have got fouls on them and they've scored. So it's really going to be, can the Nuggets get another stop? That means a stop means that Hawks don't score. Or can the Hawks score and place the Nuggets under increased pressure?
Well, we've seen the Nuggets really basically take that pressure and continue on. I mean, to close the game, to hit those shots down the stretch to tie it up, to look like they'd won it in regulation, and then they've come out and really, we talked about it, I think at the end of the third, about 2 good minutes from the Nuggets. Well, maybe there's about 5 of them.
A key man for the Hawks here, Everett Bartlett, and the other guy, Pora Winatana. They are the two, together with their Americans, their imported players. A good defensive set from the Nuggets.
Going for the 3. No good. Another possession. 1:22 to go in the game. 89-84 to the Nuggets.
Desperation all around the Nuggets players on that possession with Mark diving and carrying the ball out of bounds. If it was rugby, it'd be 5-yard scrum. Thank goodness. It's a little bit more contestable when they've got the ball and we've got it on the end line. It's really a matter now, how hard can the Nuggets defend this possession. It's just one possession at a time, as it's been all the way, but every possession now magnified.
BJ Anthony still sitting on the bench, obviously protecting him.
Yes.
Defensively,
and they've got Brendan Pollyblank, who did a great job defensively last week against Southland. So I know why he's there. He's there to defend the guy Green.
And a hustle foul there from Hayden Allen on Everett Bartlett. He'll shoot 2.
Everett Bartlett has a very good technique, but he's hoping it lets him down a little bit tonight. This is Coach Arledge using BJ Anthony offensively and Brendan Polybank defensively.
Yeah, and certainly in the last 2 minutes of any of the game or in overtimes, you can do that. You can bring him in and out, even after a made shot.
Yeah, he's doing a great job over there. Done a lot in the States, very little in New Zealand.
And one to roll out.
Yeah. The Hawks have shot foul shots great all night, but they're just, feeling the pressure or something here. Not that much.
A little bit of noise though. 4-point lead. No timeouts left for Tab Baldwin. Obviously too late to foul now. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Got to get a stop.
Here's a high screen and roll. And there we go.
And that there, a blocking foul.
That could be Darko's. If it's not his 5th, it's definitely his 4th.
Yeah, no, it's his 5th.
And we've got BJ Anthony going to the line, where tonight he's been the only Nugget that's made any. But that was a really well-run play. We chewed up the clock. Mark made an excellent decision and got the ball in close to BJ Anthony. Strangely, the Hawks have gone away from their defense of taking the ball away from our low post option in the last 5 minutes, and we've been able to get it in there. Unfortunately, BJ feeling some pressure himself.
Well, he's 25 points on the night, so he's above his average. Missing that one. Still a four-point ball game. 55 seconds to go. The Hawks on the hurry up. And that's the slippery floor from Everett Bartlett falling out of court on that foul. And you're almost talking about the Boston Garden Gremlins getting him on that one.
Yes, as I said before, there's going to be some strange things. There's always calls like that. Always people passing the ball to nobody, people just slipping out of court for no reason. These sorts of things seem to happen at these times, and obviously for both teams it can't happen. They're now in a situation really where, oh my goodness.
Oh, great defensive play.
Super defensive play.
Bartlett for 3. It's no good. It can't be. Not shooting it like that. And again, out of court, Winatana.
I don't like the Nuggets when anyone else but Mark is passing the ball in. It's too here and staring.
34 seconds to go. The Nuggets still lead by 4. They're not fouling. It's too late. They are now. Winatana.
Get it back to Mark.
We got 20 seconds.
They're killing it. Winatana will foul there. That'll be his 5th. But I think that's too late. Tab Baldwin's going, why did you not foul when there was still 30 seconds left on the clock?
And here's Coach Arledge now subbing Brendan in for BJ Anthony. This is very good coaching. A lot of people won't even notice this, but he's been doing this offensively. He has BJ Anthony in, and defensively he's using Brendan. And Brendan's been around long enough. He knows what his role is. His job is to stop Green laying up. Even better, stop Green getting the ball.
Well, they need to make 2 baskets in order to tie this up. And there's only 18 seconds.
Yeah.
Baldwin can't advance the ball.
No, I know. But we definitely need this to go down. Thank you. And now we just don't foul. we do not foul and we don't give them an easy 3. If they get an easy 2, so be it.
Bartlett. Nah, no good. Game.
It's all right.
3.8 seconds left. 90-85. This will be the final score. They don't have to advance. The Nuggets have done it. That's 8-0. 8-0 for the Nuggets. 90-85. Great game. Overtime win for the Nuggets. Could have gone in regulation. Waved off by Melanie Whelans. She would have enjoyed it, I guarantee it. Final thoughts, Coach Dickel?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Coach Whelans making, referee Whelans making a decision at the end of the time. You know, it was a tough call. She had to make it. It was then up to both teams to play their best basketball in the overtime, and the Nuggets, I think they got through just with slightly superior depth. And but certainly they're going to have to look at their foul shooting if they want the streak to continue.
Yeah, no, defense definitely was lacking in probably 4 periods of the game. But they're certainly partying there in the middle. They're very happy, and that builds team spirit. When you can play poorly and win, you feel good about yourself. And you know you'll go back and look at that. But they go on the road now. The Nuggets 8-0, the team to beat in the league. Just a couple of stats. Benny Anthony, 25 points, 10 rebounds in the game. Tisby, 10 and 10. Akeem Wright, 18 and 12 rebounds. Mark Dickel, 8 assists on the night for the Hawks. Everett Bartlett, 14. Paolo Winatana, 20 points, had a quiet first half. Darko, 16, and Brian Green, 26. Fantastic game. I'm Brent Matahari with Carl Dickel. Cheers, Gareth, with Sports Webcast. Great job.
Basketball fans, our next home game here in the Lion Foundation Arena is on June the 8th against the 102 Jets. Get your tickets from Basketball Otago here at the Embassy Centre for that game on June the 8th.
What a game it would have been.
Thank you once again for coming out on a cold Friday night to support the Nuggets.